Hello, 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 Libras. Welcome, welcome. I'm just starting to shuffle here. Just got done with Leo's. Very interesting reading they had. If you have any Leo in you, you might want to go back and look at that. I am Patty, for those of you that are brand new, and I am a empath that does intuitive tarot along with intuitive coaching. Intuitive coaching is all about divine counseling kind of a thing, but it is done through spirit, not secular. So very different, where you get your choices and decisions from. Very either earth or spirit. And so that's what I help people do. Persevere, resilience is my specialty, getting you through challenges and through over the mountain per se kind of a thing. So I don't have any, that's too many. I don't have any announcements today. The only one I want to say is if you're looking for the dailies, I'm not doing them right now. There just wasn't enough interest to keep it going for right now. Maybe as I grow in subscribers, I might consider doing it again, or if enough people ask for it. But I want to focus in on my readings. Because again, this is just sort of my hobby that I do, and I love to do this. It's a passion, but I want to put my energies where people want it. So I love your feedback and comments. Please don't ever hesitate not to contact me through my website or even comments here. That is the other announcement, is I did meld my two websites together. Yes, a lot of work. Had to do a lot of learning about how to do websites. Well, I've done websites, but merge two websites. So you can go on either one, Get Balance 2020 or divinewarrior.com. And you can see all the information there now, and you can click on the YouTube channels and everything. So hopefully that will help you even more, make it easier friendly. But your comments and feedback are always, always welcome, because I'm doing this for you. I want to make it easy for you so that you can learn, grow, and prosper in your purpose and who you were created to be. All right. So this reading here is for the 4th through the 10th. For you guys here, Libras, and I am just getting started and getting some downloads here. So hang on. I do have the first card out. So for those of you that are new, I'm pulling a current energy, and then, wow, that's popular. And then I'm also pulling an energy for the future energy, or next week kind of a thing. I do my readings week by week, because whatever choices you make or decide to do, it's going to shift energies if it's not the way that the divine wants you to go. So it would make no sense to me to do it once a month. So, but that's just me. I'm not putting anybody's readings down. The way they do their readings is fine. My spreads are different because I'm intuitive. I'm not, I can do a Celtic spread. I can do the other spreads if you want me to, but this is the divine talking to me, laying things out like a movie for me. So for you guys. So that's why some people, I had somebody come on and just pound me. It's like, do you learn how to read? You don't know how to even read, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you know what? Then he turned around and said, all tarot readers are liars. So I'm like, okay, that I'm not even taking into account. So that's how I share my information for you. So our first card out. This is interesting because when I did Leo's, it's all about burdens for them. But this one here is having the wisdom to know when you're being deceived or lied to. Empaths, it's nobody. I can't say there's not one or two that probably get through me, but very rarely, because the divine will show me when somebody's lying or being deceitful, whether it's in your energy, your eyes, whether it's in just your actions or your words. If I don't catch it, divine shows it to me. I don't know why he's given me that gift, but I do. But that's your words for actually this week. Having wisdom. The owl is wise. The owl is full of wisdom, but also deception. And this actually is interesting because this artist has it as the number 4, which is about stability in your life, stability or becoming stable, or if things are unstable, becoming stable, or if they are stable, making sure they don't become unstable. And whatever that stability is to you, that is different for everybody. Some people's stability is in money, some people's stability is in family, some people's stability is in their career, of having a passion of what they do. But there's some deception going on somewhere, whether it's coming towards you or coming, or would hope that you're not deceptive, but some people are, unfortunately. And sometimes it's not intentional. Sometimes it's just something that happens and you just like, oh, I don't want to say that. I don't want to do that. And that's not appropriate. That's more of morals. That's spirit. But deception is doing something on purpose. And creating a dysfunction, a delusion, destruction, that kind of a thing. That's what that is. All right. So that's our first oracle. Now I'll get to the other one here in a second. Well, no, I'm going to do it now. So the other oracle is the hawk. So the hawk is about omens and messages. Now, things that could be coming towards you, again, messages, deception, things that come out of your mouth, or actions speak louder than words, that kind of a thing. But an omen, we have to sort of look at it. Is it a good omen? Is it a bad omen? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it high vibrational, low vibrational? Sort of taking into account all those kind of things. It's also the number 2, which is about balance. So these two cards together, stability and balance, are really huge this week. I don't know what that is for you. Everybody's, somebody will say, well, what's normal? There is no normal. It's whatever is normal to your journey in your life, because that's what you've lived. They'll say society's normal. There is no normal. It's crazy. It's just crazy. There is no normal. You create your own normal for your own insanity or your own sanity, either way. Interestingly, though, your first card out is the 8 of Wands. Now, the 8 of Wands is about fast movement, moving quickly, so there might be something coming in really quickly. I don't see it moving out, because we're coming into the new year. We're moving into something. So you're moving towards something. So something may be moving towards you. Please pay attention. Please listen to your intuition. That is your GPS to the spirit, to God, the divine. So that is your GPS. When something's off and you feel it's off, it's off. It really isn't. They're like, oh yeah, well, that's never worked for me. Intuitions. Well, have you gone through? Maybe it's not for you at that moment. So a lot of people will like, yeah, well, it didn't happen that way. Well, you didn't let it play out. Doesn't mean it's going to happen this minute, but you didn't let the intuition play out. It's like that fight or flight. If you see a bear, are you going to? Well, there's ways to happen with bears, but you don't run from a bear. But long story short, anyway, do you fight or do you flight? What's your natural response? Intuition is a natural response for many reasons, for protection, for guidance, for wisdom, for all kinds of things. So something is coming at you. A good omen, a bad omen. I don't believe in bad, because I won't allow that to come in. I won't manifest that. What we think is what we can manifest. What our spirits are our journey, we can manifest. Now, if the divine wants us to manifest it or allow it to come in, then he'll allow it. But the thing is, don't ever bring in a bad omen. I'm talking to a couple of people that have some bad, I don't even like to say the word bad, but some very low vibrational energies, some possibly spirits that don't want to move on, that are very destructive, very harmful. So, you bring those energies towards you, you attract what you get what you attract. All right. So again, another person, talking to me, they're used to lying. So try to break that habit is going to take time. But if I don't point those times out to that person that, hey, don't bullshit me. Don't do that to me. I'm too old to know better. I have the wisdom. Don't bullshit me that stuff. You're lying, and you've done it 3 times now. So I'm done. You go back and you learn your lesson, and you learn to not do that again. Come back and see me. But I'm not going to play that game. Homie, don't do that. All right. Oh, so many cards. I got to keep them in the order. Boy, lots of wands for you guys today. Lots of wands. Again, messages, 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 communication, communication. There's somebody's trying to communicate with somebody. Now, that could be earthly, that could be spiritually. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what your gifts are either. So, but somebody is thinking too much of the past. So somebody is thinking of more of the negative, the low vibrational aspects. They're not even thinking about what they have right now. And yeah, you've been through a lot of wounds. Life is unfair. You've gone through troubles and trials. You've gone through struggles and challenges. But at the other end of it, oh my gosh, this is a lot like Leo's. We have to look at the truth of everything. Look at the truth of everything. So the King of Swords is about the truth, and the Ten of Wands is about burden. So are you releasing a burden, or are you carrying a burden? So a lot of that has to do with your past, and you're thinking of your past. So this is not going to help you move forward. So whatever this message is coming in, you're going to have to put the past behind and think more forward for whoever this is. The other thing too is this deception is, are you being honest with yourself? I feel like there's self-deception here. When you talk yourself out of something that it is okay, when you know deep inside your spirit it's not, that's a self-deception. And then that's lying to self. And then it keeps you stuck. And you wonder why things don't turn out, or why things don't turn around. This is a new year. Really start thinking of beautiful things and positive things and getting rid of those old destructive habits. Yeah, it's interesting that when I lifted this card, there was the Ten of Wands again. Yeah. Again, this is your message here, I think. I really do believe this. I think the message of the Hawk is about your intuition. So as we grow up as children to an adults, we know what's right and wrong. We know by a very young age, before we even hit elementary school. As a toddler, we know what's right and from wrong. Watch funny videos. I love to watch funny videos if you're in the United States, because you get all these little kids and they're funny as heck. But, it's like, did you eat the cookie? And the little kid's like, no, but he's got chocolate all over his mouth. Self-deception, self-lying already at a toddler's age, because they know that if they don't lie, or they'll get in trouble. We don't want to get in trouble. Again, making decisions out of fear rather than love. Yes, I ate the cookie, but I love the cookie. That would get just as much of a laugh than just saying, nope, I didn't eat the cookie and there's chocolate all over. Again, we learn this at a very young age. It has to be a time to be breaking those bad habits. And I will say that is a bad habit. And it is one that will follow you, and you will lose trust. And, as you get older, like I am, like the owl, people see through you. You think people aren't seeing through you. My daughter has a gentleman friend that, well, not a friend, but coworker, that he just doesn't believe anybody sees through it. And I'm like, dude, you're a fool. Because you think, when somebody talks and thinks like, oh, I'm this and this and this, and they're not. I mean, I think that's pretty foolish. So again, deception, lies, and you've got the King of Swords, truth. This is where somebody's burden is. I don't know if you're compulsive somebody's love of drama. There's somebody's love of drama. And that's not going to work for you in 2021, because everybody goes through burdens. Everybody goes through, this is somebody else's energies. Everybody goes through their trials and tribulations, and nobody's is worse than the others. They're just different, because they're all painful, is why I say that. And I may lose people over that, but you know what? You think about it. just nobody's different. Everybody's just different. Nobody's better than anybody else. And that's one thing that we all have to get over. Oh, I'm having a hot flash. So if I turn bright red, that's I'm getting a hot flash. All right, so let's see what else is going on for Libras. Again, here we go with the 4 and the wow, the page of, well, I would expect that because there's a lot of messages in here. So again, we have the 5 of Cups, remember? And then we get the 4 of Cups. So somebody is not thinking moving forward in a positive mindset. There's, you know what, you got the world, not the world, but the Wheel of Fortune. This is your choices. This is how you make your choices. And somebody's got to get lifted up here. Somebody needs a little boost up. And that's coming because you've got the Page of Wands. There's a new seedling being planted, something creative, something to help you, a tool to get you on your way of changing to a new pattern, a new habit, a new lifestyle. Now, this could be for your mindset. This could be for your spirit. This could be for your body. A lot of people at this time are into wanting to lose weight. And if you go to Get Balanced 2020, you'll see my book back there and all the information about how that got started. And the thing is, if you want to lose weight, that is fantastic. But if you're losing weight first and not getting to the mindset, it'll come back on. It'll come back on. We have to get to the mindset first. Spirit, mindset, body. And I learned that from firsthand experience and education, but mostly firsthand experience because of the trauma that I'd gone through. The low self-esteem, the weight loss. And the thing is, I thought I had to lose weight. I mean, I went from 215 pounds down to 136 pounds on a bodybuilding stage in 1 year. I lost 70 pounds that year. Did it stay? Did it stay off? No, because I hadn't fixed my brain. It was all about emotional eating. It was all about stuffing down that little girl that was sexually abused. It was all about all the emotional abuse and the verbal abuse that I went through. So it's like you stuff it. You have to release that in order to be able to lose it and keep it off for a lifestyle. Plus, you're learning new habits and you're learning new things while you're doing that. If you have a good coach, that will last for a lifetime. Learning about sugars and proteins and complex carbohydrates and carbohydrates. That's where my degree is. So, I mean, learning all those kind of things and learning how to just move. A lot of people say, well, I don't like to go to the gym. It's just about movement, exercise, movement, and it could be just dancing. Go to my website. You'll see it. So anyway, we've got the 8 of Swords next. Again, the victim's mentality, the victim's woe is me, the victim's is, look at me, mine is so much bigger than yours, mine is so much, this is drama, this is deception, this is wisdom, how to break out of that. This is a low vibrational energy here. Somebody is just really depressed, really thinking about their situation, not thinking about the solution to it, but thinking about how, and it's making your life unstable. It's not a healthy way. So I'm not sure who that's for, or it's coming towards you, or somebody in your life is like this, and it's creating a burden for you. And why are you doing that to yourself? If it's somebody else's burden, let them go carry it. It's not your job to fix their burden. It's not your job to enable them. They have a lesson to learn. They're going through their burden so that they can come out on the other side by getting the wisdom that they need. Maybe you're the person to help them through that, but you need to be available and not actually go in and try to fix it. When they come to you and ask a question, you ask a question, but you don't go fix it for them. So that might be somebody else's burden. And it also, too, it might be a burden that they need to figure out or get some coaching or counseling or therapy on how to do that, because it's not easy to do alone. All right, let's see what else we got for Libras. Let's if there's anything, there's no love in this relationship right now this week. This is about self, and I'm going to say most of this up and through the 21st, maybe even February, it's going to be a lot of self reflection, a lot of self examination, a lot of trying to figure out how to get through your issues and problems and things like that. Trying to, work things through, because you can't help anybody if you don't help yourself. So we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Let me see what's going to go alongside this here. Because this is we got two eights back to back. It's about progress. It's about change. It's about growing. In numerology, eights is progress or rewards, but in this case, it's not rewards. This is progress in change, in growing, in growth. Again, this message that is here for this future is for you to figure this out. Knowing when not to be deceived. This is really interesting because I just did a update on my international, it's called International Fight Against K1 Visas. And I just did an update on this to know when not to be deceived from online dating scams. That's, my criminal justice degree. That's what I did, is I have a website so people can understand what catfishing is, whether it's through dating, whether it's through money, whether it's through scams online or phone or internet, whatever. And that's what I help people in for free. And I just updated it, and it was talking about deception, knowing and when to be mindful that you're being deceived. That's wisdom. That's intuition. That's why the intuition card, the Queen of Cups, showed up. That is your intuition. All right. All right. Yeah. So what? Emperor, wisdom. Owl, wisdom. Old wisdom. Spiritual wisdom. And then we have the Empress, again, nurturing, loving, caring. And that could also mean for somebody that maybe they're fertile and they're pregnant. That could also mean that. But that would not be, in this case, for most of the energies around here. However, it might be for somebody. So these are matters of a lot of wands have come up. So a lot of communication. There is this message that is coming to you very quickly. I don't feel that this is travel. Sometimes the Eight of Wands is about travel. I don't feel this is travel. Could mean it could take you to travel. However, there is a message coming to you, whether it's through this YouTube thing or if it's through somebody coming to you. Maybe this is a message to be mindful of your intuition, because during the week somebody may come to you to try to deceive you or lie to you or get you to manipulate you to do something that you don't want to do, and you better listen to your intuition. That will get you more stability than just sitting here and woe is me and, what's happening and why can't I change it? You have to have forward movement. Like the thumbnail, you have to keep moving forward on the channel. You have to keep moving forward. You can't move backwards. Time to move forward. Kind of keep forward. Be proactive, not reactive. I have a whole video on that. I used to be so reactive. Oh my God, I was so reactive. And I learned to be proactive. Actually, that was a wisdom brought from an ex-boyfriend. It's like, wow, you're just really reactive, where he was extremely proactive. And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know what the frick he was talking about back then. Lessons learned. All right. So Libra, this has been your reading. Again, if you're watching this before the 1st, I am on the 1st. If you want to have fun and ask questions, maybe pick a card. If you want to know some information, it's just a fun time. It's a give back time to you. It's very rare that I can do that. But I wanted to have some fun and do that. And also maybe you can meet some new people, say hello, tell them where you're from. Who knows? You're probably in the same country, or maybe you're in the same city, and you might get to make a new friend who's interested in the same thing that you're interested in. So that's the whole idea of it, just to have fun, lift vibrations up for the 1st of the year, bring in positive energies, bring in positive vibrations and just lift up for the first year. That was the goal for that. So I hope you come on the first. If you're watching this after the first, I hope you had a wonderful first of the year. And we got our work cut out for us right now. So just keep your antennas up and seeing what's going on and who else, what messages are coming your way. And hopefully they're all good. So I will talk to you on the 11th. I don't think I have any other lives right now. I'm going to be starting to do Get Balanced videos again and re-updating those for 2021. So, all right, we will talk to you soon and see you on the 11th. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please bring a friend, or you can hit the bell and you'll be notified when I'm on. And again, I'm not doing the dailies, so if you missed that in the very beginning, I decided to take a break. There just wasn't enough interest to do it right now. Maybe later when I grow subscribers. All right, take care.